Hey there folks, Rel here, and welcome to PlanetSide 2 Basic Training. Today we'll be offering up a brief introduction to the Combat Medic Infantry class. We'll break down what equipment you have access to, and share some tips from the community to help get you started down the right path. Combat Medics are easily identified by their white backpacks, and they're priority targets in any battle. They're one of the more dedicated support classes in the game, able to heal and revive allies, but that doesn't mean they're a pushover when it comes to laying down the hurt. As far as default equipment goes, your Combat Medic has access to shotguns, assault rifles, and battle rifles as their primary weapon. Shotguns are your close quarters equalizers, while battle rifles are a long-range support option. Both of those are available to other classes as well, but the Combat Medic is the only class with access to an assault rifle. Assault rifles are formidable mid-range weapons that generally hit harder than most automatic weapons over longer distances. This means you can choose to hang back and support your allies, or you can get down and dirty at close range and still hold your ground just fine. The Medical Applicator, or Med Tool, is the bread and butter of the Combat Medic class, and it's used to heal injured allies and bring back the dead ones. To heal an ally, press and hold the left click while looking at them. This is going to regenerate their health bar over time, but it will not regenerate their shields. If you need to revive a fallen ally, just hold down the right click instead. When allies are injured, their health bar is going to be visible from a distance, usually with some of it missing. Likewise, fallen allies will appear with skulls above their corpses, and also appear as skulls on your minimap. Speaking of which, you should always keep an eye on the minimap as it'll tell you exactly where you're needed the most. When you're first starting out, your med tool is pretty weak, but when you rank it up, you'll heal and revive allies more quickly and from further away, and even revive allies with more health as well. Because of that, upgrade your med tool early and often, and you'll notice huge jumps in the class's effectiveness for relatively little cost. It's also worth noting that max units, the big, bulky mechanized infantry, cannot be healed with the left click, but they can be revived once they die. It'll take a while longer to revive a max unit, and they won't revive with a lot of health either, but your allies will be thankful if you manage to pick one up. In addition to the med tool, you'll have access to the nano regen device, which is an ability that heals both you and allied infantry nearby. You can press the F key by default to activate this ability, and then press F again to turn it off. Unlike the med tool, using this ability will drain energy while it's active, and it doesn't last very long or recharge very quickly at the lower ranks. This is a great survival tool for personal use, but it's also very powerful when combined with your lower level med tool, as you'll be able to quickly top off your allies' health pool as soon as they stand up. When you progress the class some, you'll gain access to an array of additional support options. You can unlock a deployable regeneration field, which will recharge allies' shields over time so long as they stay within the bubble. You can also swap out your standard frag grenade with a couple of tactical options, including the nanite healing grenade, which creates a healing field at the target location, or the nanite revive grenade, which can revive whole groups of allies upon detonation. Lastly, the Combat Medic can unlock Triage, which is a passive ability that turns any vehicle that you're inside of into a mobile medical station. If wounded allies enter or even stand next to your vehicle, their health will regenerate over time. When you're just starting out, the Combat Medic is a necessary component of any squad, but it's a far cry from where it can be, given enough time and investment. If you'd like to learn how to gear up your Combat Medic class without wasting any of those hard-earned certification points, then check out the short guide that I've linked in the video description. Before we sign off and send you into the fray, let's hear some helpful advice from dedicated Combat Medics throughout the community. LCTR says, don't stand near other medics. If a tank or a gunship kills you both, then who's going to revive you? Similarly, if you're holding a control point, it can be good not to bunch up with other players. To build on that, anytime you're around a choke point or guarding something valuable like a generator, you're going to be a target for grenades and other explosives. Spreading out is going to help you avoid taking this sort of damage. Constable Poppin' Fresh says, when playing with an organized squad, stay behind your teammates and avoid trying for kills as a medic. You need to be the last one alive in tough situations to throw a res grenade or get people back up. If you die, the squad may die. So long as you live, there's hope. Das Wehrmacht says, the dead take priority over the living. Never waste time healing infantry when there are dead on the ground. Pop your AoE heal to fix them up. Hopefully those quick tips will help you become a little bit more acclimated to the game and help you enjoy your time playing the Combat Medic in PlanetSide 2. If this video has been interesting, helpful, or entertaining, please feel free to like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and if you have any questions about the Combat Medic class or any advice that you can offer up for newer players, go ahead and leave those thoughts in the comment section down below so everyone can benefit. Thanks very much folks, we're all signing off.